We're off again.
Our homes are the most important investment we'll ever make.
Wow.
But no one can predict what the future holds.
So now more of us are thinking differently about how and where we live.
And where we love.
We just fell in love with it, really, didn't we, as soon as we walked in?
Yeah. I think our money is better spent on improving what we already have.
In households across the country, priorities are changing.
There's a baby crying, oh, I've got to do the dinner, I've got 10 piles of washing to do.
Whilst our monthly outgoings continue to rise.
Making every decision more crucial than ever.
Because once the walls come down, there's no going back.
This is all that is left of the kitchen.
And when you're at stalemate over whether the right home for you is the one you're in or just to move away,
it's time to move on to the next chapter.
I don't agree.
You might need a helping hand.
which is where we come in.
Let the games commence.
This time, we're taking on a home that's no longer fit for purpose.
I've lived in this house for 50 years and I don't think there's anything that can be done that I haven't already done.
But with family ties to the area, after half a century, is moving really the best option?
I spent all day going into gorgeous houses and I've never seen anything I like better than our house, so we're definitely not moving anywhere.
Oh, I don't know about that.
With escalating costs and a long list of requirements on both sides,
That's not a very satisfactory arrangement.
We will need to get creative to resolve this one.
It doesn't get easier, this job, does it?
No, it doesn't.
today we're navigating our way through County Down, Northern Ireland.
Sorry.
God, Phil.
Towards the beautiful lochside town of Newtonards.
I'm reluctant to say that there were... that there were any upsides of the pandemic. But not being driven around by you was one of them.
Oh, come on!
But while my passenger isn't a fan of my driving, she certainly seems to be enjoying the view.
It's so tidy. You noticed how tidy it is? I've never seen such good hedge cutting.
We're here to meet Brian and Amy, who got together on a cruise 10 years ago.
I just said to myself, she is gorgeous. And I didn't see her for another 30 days.
I saw Brian too. Actually, the day we were getting onto the ship, walking up the gangplank, he was way ahead of me. And I just saw this gorgeous man, silver fox hair, lovely white shirt. And I just thought I'd like to get to know him a bit better.
So, it was love at first sight. And despite a 34-year age gap and the fact that Amy was living in America at the time, they've been inseparable ever since.
We got married at the gorgeous big town hall in Belfast in 2015, and we've just been gloriously happy ever since.
She was like a princess bride.
But these two are more than just partners in married life. Former environmental health officer Brian set up his own pest control business almost 30 years ago. And Amy has since taken over the reins, where it's continued to grow from strength to strength.
The business at the moment has sort of taken over the house because the garage is full of pesticides and so on.
With lots of local business contacts and Brian's 2 children and 6 grandchildren living nearby,
Did you bring a rugby ball?
they have strong ties to this area. But after living in this house for 50 years, surprisingly, it's Brian who wants to list.
I brought up my children, so it has sentimental value, but it's still only bricks and mortar, and there are so many things I'd like to do.
And he has a long list of reasons to list it.
The problem with this house is it's too small, it's not open enough, it's too cramped, the kitchen is too small, and I don't think there's anything that can be done to it that I haven't already done. I've always dreamed about a bit of land, maybe with trees, an orchard, chickens, beehives, somewhere you can move, live and breathe.
However, Amy, who's lived here for the past decade, is firmly on Team Love It.
I love this house. It's the most amazing location. I love the garden, and I think we just really have underused the space in this house. It has loads of potential.
Since buying the house in 1972, Brian has converted the loft space to include 2 bedrooms and a shower room, with a separate WC on the first floor. Downstairs, there's a 3rd bedroom, as well as study, snug and family bathroom. They also have a combined lounge and diner with a small kitchen leading to a sunroom, which Brian built on the back of the house.
However, after recently developing a rare neurological disorder causing some of his voluntary muscles to become weaker, much of the house is no longer easily accessible for Brian.
It's difficult for me to get at things to bend down. The disability is very limiting, and it's very frustrating for someone who has run marathons and been so active. I have a lot of hobbies, and that keeps me going, and I'd rather have somewhere that was open space.
But Amy doesn't want Brian to give up on the home he built.
I spend all day going into gorgeous houses, and I've never seen anything I like better than our house, so we're definitely not moving anywhere.
Oh, I don't know about that. Think of chickens, Amy. Think of beehives, a big tree, me and the grandchildren
Heaven.
building a tree house.
Look, all of that would be lovely. I just don't think that all exists in one package in our budget.
Sounds like we've both got a tough job ahead of us.
Lovingly tended garden. Hello, hello.
Good morning.
Come on in, please, come on in.
Off to.
I can already see why Amy loves this house so much, but Brian has had enough, so we've got some digging to do. Amy, this house is immaculate. But what about this house doesn't work for you?
As far as I'm concerned, I've worked around everything that doesn't work for me. Yes, the kitchen's a bit awkward. Yes, the bathroom upstairs is a bit interesting, but it all works. It could be better, but the only thing that really just gets to me is I know Brian's... I'm sorry. I know Brian's stuck in the house, and it's hard knowing he's here and not happy.
Okie doke. So you're very torn.
Yes.
Clearly.
Oh, I know, desperate. I do, I just worry.
I mean, it's not a fact that I'm running about looking sad all the time.
No, he's running about visiting estate agents. I'm getting messages on my phone, oh, there's an estate agent coming to view the house.
Well, it's always been in my mind that I like a house in the country with a bit of land. And I'd like to have chickens and beehives.
We had at one time settled on moving to France and getting a small holding and being somewhat self-sufficient.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Brian took an illness a couple of years after we met. He was diagnosed with myasthenia gravis. Basically, his immune system is attacking his nervous system. So his muscles get tired very quickly and his balance isn't quite what it was. And he struggles with a lot of things. So that really scuppered those plans. And I think maybe that sort of feeling stuck and disappointed has bled through into feelings about the house.
Yes, I have felt hemmed in.
Thankfully, that bad patch has passed and everything's fine again now. But there was a period of about a year where he just really couldn't get up the stairs at all. So upstairs is my domain. It's my office, my workspace, all my storage, everything upstairs.
Now you are retired. I understand you've got quite a lot of hobbies. How are you entertaining yourself?
I have guitars, I have art and to work on. But the problem is it's all hidden away. If I'm cooking in the kitchen, I'll shout out to Amy, where's the mandolin, where's the cooker, where's this, where's that? Because she has put it away. And it's usually under the stairs because there's no room in
We have storage in the house, it's just in funny places. So we've got the side eaves in the roof space, which are packed with things, under the stairs, wee cubbies and things tucked away everywhere. So there is space for everything, it's just not necessarily convenient space.
And what about visitors?
This dining table gets used a handful of times a year. Christmas, anniversary.
Otherwise it's...
A couple of adult dinner parties, you know, maybe if we're lucky. When Brian's family comes over, he's 2 adult children and 6 grandchildren, so they just don't remotely fit in the house. So we're always in the back garden, barbecues and just sort of lounging, sprawled in.
Is that okay?
They're not allowed to play football in the garden because it is a proper garden. So it'd be nice to have a big field.
I think we need to have a look around, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Is that okay?
Yes, absolutely. Enjoy.
See where we get to.
Well, I might grab a biscuit before I go.
Brian's condition means stairs can be difficult. So he has a bedroom and dressing room on the ground floor, while Amy has her own bedroom upstairs.
Let's see what we've got going on then.
Clearly, this is Brian's room.
Brian's many hobbies mean he has a lot of musical instruments as well as art and writing materials, but currently no dedicated space to store everything.
Well, this is dressing room come music room come general storage room. There's a lot going on in here.
there's not that much space for them to be together, as it were. I mean, apart from if they don't use the front room.
This is quite an unusual setup. While the combined lounge and dining room is the largest space in the house, Brian and Amy barely use it.
Whereas they do like to watch TV together in the tiny snug, which is currently in drastic need of better storage.
Bathroom? I wonder if this is the only bathroom.
No, there's one upstairs. I'm going to go and have a look.
So this is Brian's bathroom.
With my Love It budget of £40,000, I'm going to have to breathe new life into this old chalet bungalow and repurpose the unused space with something more suitable for Brian and Amy to use day to day.
Oh, God, it's not very big upstairs. I'd forgotten what a chalet it was. Oh, God. Right.
Not exactly the ensuite I was expecting.
That's not a very satisfactory arrangement. It's showing its age upstairs, Phil.
Well, this is obviously the snug, which is the room that they both spend time in.
There's a tiny little shower off the bedroom and a basin in the bedroom. Effectively, there's only one bathroom in this house.
They've got some quite sizable rooms, but this is one of the smaller ones, and yet this is the room that they spend all the time in together.
Yeah. Nice view.
Yeah, the garden looks lovely, and I'm wondering what's happening in that, so I'm going to have a look.
Okie doke.
Amy and Brian are both keen gardeners, and while they keep an allotment a couple of miles away, their own outdoor space is going to be hard to compete with. So this is or was a garage. It's now got Brian's mobility scooter and probably a lot of Amy's work stuff in here as well, together with washing machines and bits and bobs, fridge, freezers. There's a lot more they could do with this. But space isn't really the issue here. Brian wants a fresh start in a new house. And I have a budget of £315,000 to find a nice single-level home where he can easily access every room. Finding that in a rural setting not too far from work and family is going to be difficult, though.
And don't forget the stamp duty and moving costs, totalling over £10,000. That's a lot to fork out when you already have a perfectly lovely home to build on.
I mean, it strikes me that Brian can only really genuinely access the ground floor of this house, but yet he's got hobbies spread out all over the house. He's had 50 years here. Surely that's enough.
Oh, there you are.
I'll tell you what, this house is absolutely immaculate from top to bottom. I mean, it doesn't kind of work for how they live in it, but it is immaculate.
I just can't work out what I'm going to do with it.
It'll take time, don't worry.
I'm not worrying. I'm not worrying much.
Well, I should be looking for bungalows.
No need to rub it in, Phil. We all know you get the easy job. Again.
Brian, I can totally see the issues here, and I want to assure you that I am 100% on your side, and I'm going to look after you.
I basically want a bigger house in the country, not too far away from the town, perhaps a couple of outhouses too, and maybe a wee workshop that I could muck about in.
So you want space to do all of that?
Space, yes.
On one level?
That would be good, yes.
Amy, what's it going to take to move you from here?
I really love it here. I really don't want to move, but if we have to, if that's the only way to keep Brian happy, we really would be looking at sort of 4 bedrooms, and then I would need space for my office, somewhere that can accommodate Brian's hobbies and somewhere that's a bit more disability friendly.
I mean, it's not going to be easy for either of us, but we are completely 100% here to help you through this. We're here to do our best.
Good.
Well, thank you.
See that? It doesn't get easier, this job, does it?
No, it doesn't. I wish I was sending you off on your merry way knowing what I was going to do to that house. And I don't.
Whereas for my budget, I'm sure I can find a bungalow. It might not have a bigger garden, but have a more usable garden for grandchildren and things.
Yeah.
That's a brave face. Come on, we can do this. We can do this.
Well, I'm feeling very excited.
I'm feeling very confident.
I'm feeling very excited about getting a new house.
Oh, no. I feel like Kirsty has got this in the bag. She is my girl. She is going to solve these problems for us.
I don't think so.
Well, I'm glad someone has faith in me. I just need some time to think this one through.
I've lived in this house for 50 years and I'm a man who likes variety, so it's time I moved.
In Newton Ards, Northern Ireland, Brian and his wife Amy are at odds over whether to love or list their 1970s chalet bungalow.
I just think this is a lovely wee house. Everyone that comes here says, oh, I love your house, it's fabulous, and it is.
It might be lovely, but due to reduced mobility, Brian doesn't feel their house is suitable anymore. So I have a budget of £315,000 to find them a more accessible home.
He's had 50 years here. Surely that's enough.
Whereas I'll be focusing on making the most of what they have here by tailoring this house to meet their needs. However, although Brian and Amy have £40,000 to spend on renovations, local estate agents have advised that if we spent over £27,000, we'd risk exceeding the ceiling price for houses in the area. Meaning, if they chose to list it, Amy and Brian might not make their money back. And that's not a risk I'm willing to take.
So, what I'm proposing is to not spend £40,000, to spend £27,000, and to do this.
To best use the space they have, I suggest removing the wall between the kitchen and living room to create a generous kitchen diner. The remaining part of the room could then be sectioned off to create a cosy lounge where Brian and Amy can spend their evenings together. They could then really make the most of the sun-filled snug by turning it into a daytime hobby room for Brian, complete with accessible storage and a glorious view onto the garden.
I really like the idea of putting a wall in there. That's going to make that little room so much cosier.
And it's a nighttime room. The sun isn't on that side. But you can make this room much cosier while still keeping it the beautiful room that it is. So that when you do have guests, they can be in that room, they can walk into the dining area, walk into the kitchen. But you'll also know that all of your stuff, Brian, is there. So this is basically the Brian wing of the house.
Oh, I love that.
Yes. I've always wanted a wing.
Yeah, exactly.
And once the main areas of the house are sorted, if Amy and Brian did decide to stay, they'd still have the option of investing further to turn the small room upstairs into a fabulous bathroom suite.
We looked at plans for dormers for you to put in a bathroom, but they were coming in at £40,000 for just the dormer. And it would be much cheaper to make that into a bathroom. You don't want to do that until you know whether you're going to go or stay. But once you know whether you're going to stay, you could put a palace of a bathroom in there.
So that sounds nice, but that's on the back burner.
That would be on the back burner, because what you do when you do that is you accept that you are losing a bedroom and therefore there is potential for damaging the value.
He's not convinced yet.
I know he's not. I can tell. I can tell. Listen, 50 years is a long time to be in any one house, but I definitely believe that this will add more to the value than you spend on it. I really do.
That's so clever.
I'm not sure Brian is entirely convinced, but Amy is clearly a force to be reckoned with. And the combination of her, me versus Phil.
You certainly make a ferocious pairing, but Brian seems to be holding strong for Team Listed.
Kirsty's plans do solve some of the problems I've envisaged, but I still need more space. And I hope Phil will find that for us.
Don't you worry, Brian, I'm on it. Finding a suitable single-level property with the land Brian wants without straying too far from family and Amy's pest control work is proving to be quite a challenge for their budget of £315,000. So with my first property, I'm testing the waters to find out exactly which areas they might be willing to compromise on.
Well, what are you hoping for from today?
I'm hoping you find me a perfect house that doesn't need any work done to it.
And a downstairs bathroom and a downstairs bedroom and a nice big kitchen. And you see why I say I think you're going to have a hard time finding this perfect house?
We will see.
25 minutes from home in the town of Carryduff, this 3-bedroom 90s bungalow is on the market for just under £300,000, which is 15 grand under budget.
What do you think of the look of the place?
It's very neat and tidy, yes.
It's perfectly adequate, Phil. I don't think we're going to be dancing somersaults just yet.
Adequate. No, it's a first house. It's my first further dice. But we'll see what you think inside.
With an immaculate kitchen diner, a separate, good-sized lounge, 3 bedrooms, and 2 bathrooms, all on one level, this home would be fully accessible to Brian. And there's also a garage, which could easily be converted into an office for Amy should they need that extra room.
Lovely big hallway, and then through to the kitchen diner. And I know, Amy, a decent, entertaining kitchen dining space was high on your agenda, wasn't it?
It's a nicely laid out room, I'll give you that. It's a nicely laid out room.
It's on the market for just under 300,000.
Yes.
Really?
We've got 3 beds, we've got a lovely big lounge through there.
Yes.
2 bathrooms, nice garden at the back.
It is nice that it's all on one
I'd
level.
like to see the outside and see what...
Well, let's have a spin round indoors and then we'll come back for the garden.
OK.
This is the only reception room in
Yeah.
Yeah. The viewing area, the TV.
Don't get too comfortable, you're not moving in here.
Well, my first reaction is that perhaps this search is going to be quite a bit harder than I had imagined it would be. Amy said that she was going to come on these viewings with an open mind, but so far, I haven't managed to spot it yet.
Oh, it's a nice, neat bathroom. Big shower. That's very nice. Very, very nice.
There's no bath. No more baths for you?
No baths.
There is enough space to swap the shower for a bath, but I don't think that'll be enough to convince Amy on this one.
Nice wee bedroom. Tiny little ensuite.
Well, that's handy. Having the ensuite is nice.
Come and join me in the garden.
What there is of it?
Oh, Amy! Hot!
Everything about this house is perfectly nice. It's just a bit too small for us, a bit too inconvenient.
Yeah. Brian, what's this house missing in all
More
parts?
land. I know we'll probably have to win the lottery to get it.
No, we've got to be realistic in the
Yes,
budget that we have.
I understand that, yes, but I'd like somewhere more private.
Shall we move on?
We'll move on.
And meanwhile, I will up my game. After you.
You're going to need to.
Brian, I thought we were friends.
I can see this will be a lovely home for someone. I just don't think it's right for us, which is great news for Team Love It.
I agree. At the moment, I'm not feeling very confident about Team Listed.
Oh dear, Phil. Sounds as though you might have pushed Brian to our side already. 3 months since our first meeting, Amy and Brian have already stepped up their curb appeal by rendering the front of the house and fitting a stylish new door. And I'm back to find out how things are going inside.
So, back in sunny Newton Ards, Brian and Amy have taken a lot of time and care to decide what they really want to do to this house. They are going with 90% of my plans, and they've got some additional things of their own. So I'm really excited to see, just before they get cracking, what they're planning to do.
While my original plan was to repurpose the snug into a dedicated hobbies room for Brian, he and Amy have decided to keep it as a TV room with a few changes. They've taken my advice to incorporate better storage, making the most of the tiny space, and rather than forking out thousands for a custom-made entertainment unit, Amy's trying her hand at building one herself.
Wow, so this is the bottom section that I've got built so far. Records, big speaker that's there, all the different TV things, surround sound, whatever, and then the TV can sit on top or mount on the wall.
It's going to make a big difference, isn't it?
It's going to make a really big difference.
But that's not all this thrifty pair have done to stretch the budget. In preparation for their build, Brian and Amy have already sold their kitchen units and unwanted furniture, and they've even installed more efficient lighting to help future energy bills.
I am such a fan of these strip lights. They're so economical, they're cheap to run, and they totally... I mean, look how much bigger that space looks.
On top of that, Amy and Brian plan to line the curtains for extra insulation. And the chairs and sofa will also be reupholstered to give them a new lease of life. With lots of different things planned, I need to help them tie it all together.
Obviously, we need to paint the new cabinet that's going here, and we would love your advice on colours.
I'm always a great one for painting a room the same colour. I mean, at the moment, that sort of acts as a feature wall. But if you're interested in painting the cabinet a certain colour that stands out, then it's a good idea to paint the wall and the cabinet the same.
Feature walls can add a splash of colour or texture, But in a small room like this, painting everything the same colour would be less jarring and will create a sense of cohesion and space. While pale colours help reflect light for an airy feel, darker tones are best if you want to make a room feel cosy.
Let's go and have a look at the kitchen.
Yes, absolutely.
Across the hall, Brian and Amy are embracing my idea of knocking down the wall to create an open-plan kitchen diner. However, while my original plan involved sectioning off the living room but still keeping it as a free-flowing space, Brian and Amy are considering blocking it off completely.
So the wall will now be here.
Yeah. So you come into the kitchen on the old door.
Yeah, you come into the kitchen on the old door. You can come into the living room on the old door, but there is no communication between the two.
Amy and Brian would prefer a separate lounge for when they want to watch different TV programmes. This would suit their lives perfectly. But from a resale perspective, I'd suggest that a spacious kitchen, dining and family room would be more desirable than separate rooms, which could feel a bit cramped.
My worry is that you're still in the situation that you're in now. You would have a bigger kitchen, but not really a dining kitchen. And you would still have a house where you had separation. The design that you've got now is more about the stuff than the flow of space.
What are you suggesting, that we should have a door?
I would like to go on the record saying I've been fighting for a door. I think it's silly not to have that flow through, but this was a real red line for Brian. Absolutely no door.
While incorporating a sliding door could be a good compromise, the final decision is theirs to make. I might have to leave Amy and Brian to fight this one out between themselves.
Well, it's been a very interesting day, and I think we have a lot to discuss.
I think once again, Kirsty has honed in on a really small change that is going to make a really big difference for us. I think this is a win for Team Love It.
Well, I might be on the back foot, but I still have 2 more opportunities to convince Amy to list, and I've pulled out all the stops for this one. Just 15 minutes from Newton Ards, the popular seaside town of Bangor has a lot to offer. And I'm really hoping this next house will put a smile on Brian's face.
Right. Well, let's see if we can do a bit better with this one. It does have the extra hobby room. It does have privacy, and it's 60 grand cheaper.
It looks quite nice, actually. It's very cute. It's like a little sort of cottage look from the front.
Yes.
On the market at just under £240,000, it's comfortably within budget. With a cosy front room and 3 bedrooms all on one level, Brian could access far more of this house than he can at home. And the stunning kitchen diner is almost double the size of theirs right now.
Come on in, see what you think. So I've got this earmarked, Brian, for you as your hobby room.
OK. It's nice and bright.
Yeah, lovely fireplace.
Yes.
This is
and
a
this
lovely
would be
room.
exclusive to me.
Well, it depends how territorial you are. But if you wanted somewhere to play your guitar and do your writing and drawing and things.
I can see myself sitting in the corner there, strumming my guitar. A little desk here.
Yeah.
Writing.
This is a lovely room.
So aside from this, there are 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and then the real clincher is the kitchen, dining, living room. It's vast. Come and have a look. Acres of space in here.
It's a surprise.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But in terms of the space that you've got and the fact that it opens out onto the deck,
yes,
I thought was really nice. Family gatherings, friends round, grandchildren running in and out. This would be the room. I understand you've got builders at home and probably considering something seriously that needs a little bit of an update. Might be tough to swallow, but at the budget this is and what it offers,
Yeah.
I couldn't not show it to you. But you need to have a look around.
Right, let's go
Go
to
and
the
have a look.
bedrooms.
OK.
Well, that felt like a better start. I think Amy might feel a little unsettled, but Brian can clearly picture himself enjoying these rooms. And dare I say, she's beginning to see how a house like this could work for them.
There's a nice bit of space in here. It's maybe not used to best advantage, but that's a really big bed and there's still plenty of room.
You'd like a wee dressing room?
There's definitely possibilities.
And at 75 grand under budget, they could comfortably afford to do a bit of work to make this their dream home.
Well, see, there's no wardrobe space here.
No, it's a bit smaller, but still serviceable. This would maybe be my office. Not great, but it's not bad.
Not bad.
While I appreciate Amy's positive outlook, I'm not sure Brian's fully convinced.
Can I just remind ourselves that we're looking for an example of a house to demonstrate to you the kind of thing you could get at different budgets in different places?
Yes.
Yeah, it's eye-opening. I'm not saying I'm team listed.
I've been trying to find bungalows and keeping on single stories, but perhaps if I start considering houses with different levels, and my worry, Brian, is long term, will you make the stairs? And I know everything's fine now, but I know you and your wife have a degree of concern.
Yes, I understand. Yes, I might be in a wheelchair. I don't know. In 10 years' time.
So with your permission, I can extend the search to houses that have an upstairs. So can I do that?
Yes, of course.
As long as there's a bedroom downstairs, I think that would be a good idea.
Very
Come
well.
on, the pubs are open, Brian. Let's get you down there.
I was quite surprised. I know Phil says this is just an example of the sort of house we could get, but this house definitely has potential. And for that far under budget, I was quite impressed.
Well, the budget is good, yes. I'm still team listed because I want more privacy and more land.
Don't worry, Brian, I'm on the case.
But back at home, 3 weeks since my visit, the builders are in. And Brian and Amy have finally come to a decision on that controversial living room door.
This is all that is left of the kitchen. All the appliances gone, everything lifted. We've got the new door in the wall. This is the door that Brian didn't want, but we twisted his arm and now we have it and it's fantastic.
The new pocket door will allow them to open up the living space when they have guests. But it's still a perfectly lovely TV room to use in the evenings as well.
The building work's going to be finished this week. The kitchen's going in next week. And the paint is coming the week after that. So hopefully within about a month, the whole thing will be completely finished.
With building costs escalating and deliveries to Northern Ireland becoming more difficult, Amy and Brian have done well to organise their build so efficiently.
Just drop it here.
They've stretched the budget slightly, but it's money well spent, in my opinion.
I'm very impressed, particularly with the space. It's a lot bigger than I envisaged.
Did you hear that, Phil? You better be worried.
Don't count me out just yet. While I've failed to hit the mark with my first two properties, Brian gave me permission to widen the search to two-storey homes, and that's opened up a whole world of options. So I'm excited to show them this third and final house, 15 minutes from home in the vibrant coastal town of Donegal.
How about that? Now, I'm quite pleased with this.
Right, OK.
We've got a detached four-bedder with, I hope, lots and lots of the things that you're looking to try and achieve.
I'm very unhappy with you. This house is lovely and I love this location.
Good.
Well done.
Let's get inside. I'm keen to show you. Follow me.
On the market at just under £270,000, this house offers all the rooms Amy and Brian are after. There's a good-sized kitchen diner with utility room, a separate reception room, and 2 bedrooms on the ground floor. So plenty of space for Brian's hobbies. And a further 2 bedrooms upstairs would give Amy her own bedroom and office. At 45 grand under budget, surely this is too good to resist.
Lovely big hallway, stairs up there. But come on through. This, I feel the layout could work extremely well. So it's being sold as a 4-bed. 2 beds upstairs, plus a bathroom, plus a really lovely dressing room.
OK, sounds good.
£270,000.
Sounds good. My goodness. I'm
Phil,
impressed.
You're doing too well here. Slow down a bit.
I'm a bit excited, as you can probably tell, because it's not been easy to find the balance and the layout that suits you. What do we make of this as the living room?
It's a lovely looking room.
It is.
It's
Good.
Nice size, big enough to entertain, but small enough that it's cosy.
Cool.
Yes, I like it.
Good. Let's tackle Brian's hobby room across the hallway. So this, Brian, would be your domain.
Yes.
Your hobbies in here. Your bedroom across the hallway.
Right.
And your bathroom right there.
Very nice.
Well, you're doing very well here, Phil. You're making me nervous.
Good,
Yes,
good,
well
good.
done, well done.
Come on, we're on the front foot. We're winning here.
Right, let's
you
go.
need to see some more. Oh, phew. This has gone okay. I mean, they seem to like it. I think it would suit them brilliantly. The layout's spot on, the price is spot on. So, against all odds and expectations, I seem to have pulled it out of the bag at the last minute, which I'm very pleased about.
And the fact that 2 of the bedrooms are upstairs doesn't seem to faze Brian at all.
Quite compact, it's quite bright.
Yes. It's maybe would be a bit small for a bedroom, so hopefully the other room is a wee bit bigger. We'll go and have a wee look.
We'll have a wee look.
Ooh.
Oh, it's a good size.
Yeah, it's bigger and look, much bigger built-in wardrobes. Loads of space there.
Indeed. Lovely. What's in here? Have a wee look.
That's huge. That's as big as the other room we were just in.
That could be your office, your study.
There's loads more space up here than it looks like there ought to be. That's really impressive.
Yes, it's very good. I like it.
Music to my ears, Brian.
And into the kitchen. Oh, nice kitchen.
It's quite nice.
Yeah, good. It's a good size.
Yes, and that's handy there, having the utility room.
Yeah, utility
Just
room
beside
just
it.
off it. There's lots of storage in this house. It's very good.
Come and see what you make of the garden. It's flat.
Yes.
It's not too overlooked.
It's not a bad garden, but it's not a big garden. There's no room for chickens.
Oh, I think you could have chickens in the corner.
Maybe.
How about the house?
The house is brilliant. Phil, if this garden was 4 times as big, I would be on team listed right now.
I think if the garden was 4 times as big, it wouldn't be 270.
No, it wouldn't
and
be 270, but...
wouldn't be in Donna Hadid.
No, of course.
No, we know there's going to be compromises. It's a really nice house, Phil.
Well done, Phil.
Thank you, Brian. We've ended on a high, haven't we, team
We
Lister?
have, yes.
But meanwhile, you need to finish off at home and see what you get there.
Yes.
Yeah, but we're all still friends.
But we're all
Oh,
still friends.
absolutely.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
team listed. We stick together.
Good, man. That's what I like. Come on, then. Let's get out of here.
Having seen this third property, I think Team Listed, unfortunately, might have a fighting shot. But I'm not going to make any decisions until I see the work in our house finished, because I think it's going to be amazing.
Well done, Phil. That's all I have to say.
Sounds like you're in with a fighting chance, Pip. But just wait until you see what they've done back at home.
In Newtonards, just over 6 months since our first visit, the sun is shining and Brian and Amy have come to a decision on whether to love or list their 1970s chalet bungalow.
I think people are going to start to be very suspicious, Phil. Northern Ireland is not this sunny. I mean, it just
But
is.
it is every
it's-
time we
it's not
come.
common.
Do you think they'll think that we put those
That we-
blue
that-
filters on the cameras
I
or
don't know.
something?
In a way, though, it's a sort of analogy for Brian and Amy.
It'll be great to see the house. I'm looking forward to seeing them and seeing what they've done.
Well, I have high hopes, but after 50 years here, I'm not entirely sure I've done enough to cure Brian's itchy feet.
Looks smart, doesn't it?
It does. Right. Let's get this done.
Hello! Phil was commenting how smart the outside of your house looks.
Thank you
you
very
very
much.
It does look very together.
Yes,
As to both of you.
please come inside. Let's show you everything else we've done.
I'm dying to see how this kitchen has turned out.
Wow. Blimey. Oh, right.
When we were first here, the kitchen was cramped and disorganised, and Brian couldn't reach everything he needed. But by moving the wall to incorporate the dining area, it's been completely transformed into a modern, bright, and most importantly, functional kitchen diner. With appropriate storage for this pair of keen cooks, and plenty of space to host Brian's extended family.
Thanks to Kirsty, we have actually a bigger table than we had in the dining room. We can sit 8 to 10 people around this. There's plenty of space for all the cupboards.
Yeah.
There's so much space for us to be in the space together.
And while my original idea of opening up the dining area further into the lounge caused some controversy, Amy and Brian came to a compromise and agreed on a slick sliding door to maintain a sense of flow between the rooms.
I was very much against the door because I thought it would be opening out.
Yeah.
And it would take up floor space and take up wall space. No, but that was the perfect solution.
Yeah. I don't think this room feels any smaller.
No. I was amazed. It's much more comfortable now and it's easier to heat as well.
And it's not just the heating bills they've been saving money on. Amy has clawed back every penny she could by selling anything they no longer need. She project managed the whole build and even turned her hand to jobs where she could, including this beautiful upholstery on some second-hand dining chairs.
The foam for everything for the chairs and this was only about £100. And then the fabric, we looked for like end of line, so we were able to get that for £10 a metre. And that is...
£10 a metre is a steal of all steals.
Well, can we see a bit more?
Yes.
Certainly.
I'll wait till you see everything we've done.
While a hobby room for Brian was top of my search list, I'm eager to see how they've managed to organise things without actually adding any more square footage.
So although this room's got quite a bit smaller, it works for you, doesn't it?
It does. It's more comfortable.
Yeah.
I have the guitar room in there.
Guitar room?
If you just pull... Well, guitar cupboard. You just pull that across.
Oh, OK.
There's everything in there, all that I need for the guitars.
It actually works very well.
It does.
It's not quite what we had in mind on the search in terms of a hobby room, but it does work well. But I've still got to rely on you, Brian. Team list it. And how many years have you lived here?
I lived here about 52 years.
It is time for a change.
While the tiny snug was once tired and uninviting, it's now a calm, sophisticated space where Amy and Brian can spend their evenings together.
It's really beautiful.
And Amy's clever homemade entertainment unit keeps everything tidy and organised.
Drawers were not the easiest thing in the world to do.
Bet not.
But it was so worth it. It saved us an absolute fortune and it's exactly perfect and it fits in with the room perfectly.
You know what? I'm not usually a fan of dark colours on the walls, but it really works in here. This room just looks absolutely sensational.
When I first drew up my plans, local agents had advised that spending over $27,000 would risk exceeding the value of houses in this area. Despite all their money-saving efforts, Brian and Amy have overspent by $6,000, taking the total cost of their renovation to £33,000. But that could well pay off if it means they've decided to stay.
Do you remember, Amy, what was the average of valuations you had on this house before?
Was it about 230, somewhere in there?
220 was the average of the valuations. The average of the valuations is now 255.
Ooh.
Now, given that you spent about 33, that's not a big leap. But if someone had said to me someone was going to spend £33,000 on this house without adding 1 square foot and they were going to get it back, I would say they were mad. So what you've actually done is a real achievement.
It's pretty good and you've made it a lot better.
It's not in a field.
Well, you've done what you can. I think you've kind of kicked the can down the road. Yes. And you can't make the garden any bigger and you can't sort things out upstairs, but what you've done is brilliant.
Thank you.
Well, I think we should probably get to the questions, shouldn't we?
Brian, Amy, would you love it?
Or will you list it?
It's a very difficult decision, isn't it, Amy?
Well, have I done enough to keep you happy, to
I
keep you
think
here?
you've done more than enough. I think we're going to love it.
Of course you are. And so you should. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Amy.
Thank you.
You fought a hard battle and you've come out victorious.
She has done brilliantly.
She has done brilliantly.
I'm very proud. I'm very, very proud of her.
I will say this: we have had so many years of wondering, would we be better moving? Should we do a big extension? What can we do? This process has let us see all of those options. So instead of spending the rest of our lives wondering what if and maybe we should have, now we know this is the best place for us at the moment.
Well, we're very lucky and very grateful that we can do it.
Well, no, you've worked really hard. I mean, look at it.
It's a triumph.
It's a triumph.
Thank you. Thank you.
Having gone through this process with Kirsty and seeing all the options and getting everything costed, we feel like we've made a really good, informed decision. We're not going to be looking back with regret. I think this was just the best thing we could have done.
Yes, the house now is perfect as far as I'm concerned. If I could lift it up and put it in a field, it would be better. But Amy has worked wonders, absolute wonders.
Your drink, madam. I think you and Amy played a brilliant game, and I didn't step up to the mark.
No, I don't think it's that. I think that it was clear that to get what they wanted would have cost so much more.
Yeah, probably twice.
It's a strong house, really.
I think we can both leave here knowing that they're super happy with that house, with the way it looks, and it will accommodate Brian particularly for the next few years.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Cheers. Here's to optimism and homemade jam.